Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we're Backyard Musing, People's Republic of California.
And more specifically, Apple Valley, right? And
Yes,
it's
sir.
a beautiful day.
It is so far.
And but it's going to be another hot one. So,
yep.
And we're talking science and technology.
Good story today. Good story.
This is a real good feel-good story.
A new experimental mRNA vaccine has shown the ability to awaken the immune system and wipe out tumors in mouse studies. We like mice.
We do like mice.
Raising hopes for a universal cancer vaccine. Instead of targeting a specific tumor protein, researchers discovered that simply revving up the immune system made cancers vulnerable to attack. When paired with immunotherapy drugs, resistant tumors shrank, and in some cases, a vaccine alone eliminated them. This research was published July 18, 2025 in Nature Biomedical Engineering. Would you like to know more?
An experimental mRNA vaccine boosted the tumor-fighting effects of immunotherapy in a mouse model study, bringing researchers one step closer to their goal of developing a universal vaccine to wake up the immune system against cancer. The University of Florida study showed that like a 1-2 punch, pairing the test vaccine with common anti-cancer drugs called immune checkpoint inhibitors triggered a strong anti-tumor response. So
nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
A surprising element, researchers said, was that they achieved promising results not by attacking a specific target protein expressed in the tumor, but by simply revving up the immune system, spurring it to respond as if fighting a virus. They did this by stimulating the expression of a protein called PD-L1 inside of tumors, making them more receptive to treatment. The research was supported by multiple federal agencies and foundations, including the National Institutes of Health.
Senior author Elias Sayor, MD, PhD, and a UF health pediatric oncologist, said that the results reveal a potential new treatment path, an alternative to surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy.
Nice.
With broad implications for battling many types of treatment-resistant tumors. So, instead of putting junk in your body to try and fight off the tumor or whatever
radiation.
it is, this is just using your own body, right? It's just pumping up your own body. So this is really amazing.
Quote, this paper describes a very unexpected and exciting observation that even a vaccine not specific to any particular tumor or virus, so long as it is an mRNA vaccine, could lead to tumor-specific effects, said Sayor, principal investigator at the RNA Engineering Laboratory within UF's Preston A. Wells Jr. Center for Brain Tumor Therapy.
So I'm going to assume that Preston A. Wells Jr. was probably a patient.
Yeah, patient.
But, yeah.
Or the parents were wealthy donors or something.
And they started some kind of a fund. So that's really cool. Quote, this finding is a proof of the concept that these vaccines potentially could be commercialized as universal cancer vaccines to sensitize the immune system against the patient's individual tumor, says Sayor, a McKnight Brain Institute investigator and co-leader of a program in immuno-oncology and microbiome research. Does this guy find any time to do anything else with this stuff, right? Got a lot of bona fides. So.
Yeah. Until now, there have been two main ideas in cancer vaccine development: to find a specific target expressed in many people with cancer, or to tailor a vaccine that is specific to targets expressed within a patient's own cancer.
Quote, this study suggests a third emerging paradigm, says Dwayne Mitchell, MD, PhD, and co-author of the paper. Going on with a quote, what we found is by using a vaccine designed not to target cancer specifically, but rather to stimulate a strong immunologic response, we could elicit a very strong anti-cancer reaction. And so this has significant potential to be broadly used against cancer across cancer patients, even possibly leading us to an on-the-shelf cancer vaccines, off the shelf.
Nice.
Yeah, this is all positive stuff here. This is just amazing.
I hope that it works out. I mean, hope we go to human trials.
Yeah.
For more than 8 years, Sayor has pioneered high-tech anti-cancer vaccines by combining lipid nanoparticles with mRNA, short for messenger RNA. mRNA is found inside every cell, including tumor cells. We talked about this, and serves as a blueprint for protein production.
This new study builds upon a breakthrough last year by Sayer's lab in the first ever human clinical trial.
Awesome.
Yep, an mRNA vaccine quickly reprogrammed the immune system to attack glioblastoma, an aggressive brain tumor with a dismal prognosis. Among the most impressive findings in the 4-patient trial was how quickly the new method, which used a specific or personalized vaccine made using a patient's own tumor cells, spurred a vigorous immune system response to reject the tumor. So, yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of mixing it up tailor it for the, yeah. In the latest study, Sayer's research team adapted their technology to test a generalized mRNA vaccine, meaning it was not aimed at a specific virus or mutated cells of cancer, but engineered simply to prompt a strong immune system response. The mRNA formulation was made similarly to the COVID-19 vaccines, rooted in similar technology, but wasn't aimed directly at the well-known spike protein of COVID.
In mouse models of melanoma, the team saw promising results in normally treatment-resistant tumors when combining the mRNA formulation with a common immunotherapy drug called a PD-1 inhibitor, a type of monoclonal antibody that attempts to educate the immune system that a tumor is foreign, says Sayer, a professor in UF's Lillian S. Wells Department of Neurosurgery and the Department of Pediatrics in UF College of Medicine.
Taking the research a step further, in mouse models of skin, bone, and brain cancers, the investigators found beneficial effects when testing a different mRNA formulation as a solo treatment. In some models, the tumors were eliminated entirely.
Again, Sayer and our colleagues observed that using an mRNA vaccine to activate immune responses seemingly unrelated to cancer could prompt T cells that weren't working before to actually multiply and kill the cancer if the response spurred by the vaccine is strong enough.
Taken together, the study's implications are striking, said Mitchell, who directs the UF Clinical and Translational Science Institute and co-directs UF's Preston A. Wells Jr. Center for Brain Tumor Therapy. Quote, "It could potentially be a universal way of waking up a patient's own immune response to cancer," Mitchell said, "and that would be profound if generalizable to human studies."
Yeah, the results, he said, show potential for a universal cancer vaccine that could activate the immune system and prime it to work in tandem with checkpoint inhibitor drugs to seize on cancer, or in some cases, even work on its own to kill cancer. Now the research team is working to improve current formulations and move to human clinical trials as quickly as possible.
Awesome.
Again, could you imagine the hands that would go up in the room if they said, "Hey, who wants to volunteer for this?"
Yeah.
This is super promising. So
yeah.
I wish them all the luck on this one.
I hope so too. I hope we hear more about this later on.
Yeah, because I don't know if anybody that either has been affected or knows somebody that's been affected by some form of cancer. So this has been something that has needed to come along a long time ago. But hey, it's here now. So
yeah,
this is really cool.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the afternoon.
Yeah, take care, everyone. Thanks.